I want to talk about something that's been bugging the crap out of me lately, and I know some of you out there can relate, and those of you who can't, maybe you'll learn something, and it's called gym etiquette. Now, I've been around the muscle game for quite a long time. I started lifting weights in 1972, and by 1979, I was in Gold's Gym in Venice, California. I had all throughout the 80s and part of the 90s, I had a membership at both Gold's Gym Venice and World Gym Santa Monica. So I cut my teeth and learned gym etiquette from the best of the best of the best of the best. And these days, having that as my background, training in places like LA Fitness, we kind of run into some problems with people who think they're there to do some sort of fitness routine when the rest of us there want to lift weights. And there's a big difference, and I'll go into a couple of things that bug the crap out of me. One of them is, especially when the gym is not very crowded, when I'm on a particular piece of equipment and someone else wants to use it, they stand there within, 15 inches of my face staring at me while I'm in the middle of a set. The fact that I close my eyes, look away, try to focus on a dot on the ceiling across the room or something doesn't dissuade them. They stand there impatiently waiting for me to finish my set so that they can, bug me about working in. Now, there's another bench right there. There's another machine right over there. You got to bug me during my set to ask me if you can work in. The only thing that bugs me more than that is the idiot who will ask me if they can work in while I'm doing my set. And as maniacal as that sounds, people do that. If you're out there and you do that, don't do that. It's really stupid and really annoying. Along those lines of stupid and annoying is gyms have mirrors. You ever notice that? I'm sure you have. They have mirrors not so you can pop your zits, comb your hair, look if something's in your eye, check out your, whatever, if you have it. They're there for the people who are training to watch themselves train, so that they can, see how their form is, watch their muscles pop out, whatever. It's your dominion. When you're in the middle of a set, the view into the mirror belongs to you. You do not step in front of someone doing a set so you can look at yourself in the mirror. You don't do that. Just don't do it. It is absolutely one of the worst things that you can do. Only exacerbated by the fact that if you actually touch somebody while you're looking at yourself in the mirror by either backing into them, knocking around. I have a friend who was a very, very strong guy, much stronger than most of you out there, who was doing incline dumbbell presses with 150s. And this was at Gold's Gym in Venice, and he was, repping out 150s. And this little dweeb gets in front of him and pulls a 30-pound dumbbell out of the rack right in front of this guy, backs up and bumps into him mid-set. Well, he bumps into his elbow cocked forward a little bit, and he popped his shoulder. Something tore in his shoulder. This guy drops the 150s, grabs his shoulder, and, this is an injury that was probably in some way debilitating. The guy, had to take several weeks off from training because some moron couldn't wait 12 more seconds for Billy to finish his set and grabbed the weight then. He had to do it while he was not only did he get in his way in the mirror, but he also bumped into him and ruined his plane of motion, got him into an uncomfortable position, and he hurt himself. That's just not necessary. If you want to, in this day and age, in the day and age of health clubs and places such as LA Fitness and Bally's and 24-Hour Fitness and places where bodybuilders are forced because of no other outlet to have to train with other people who are training for other interests, not bodybuilding, quote unquote fitness or whatever. it's not always an amicable melding of personality types, because bodybuilders tend to be very serious, and we're there for a reason. We're there to accomplish something, and we take it seriously, because not only do we work out, but we carry our meals with us. We make sure we drink enough water. We make sure we get enough rest. We do cardio. We build our lives around bodybuilding. We don't stop at the gym on the way to work, or stop at the gym on the way home for, a 40-minute workout or a 20-minute workout or whatever that consists of pull-ups, sit-ups, and a couple of curls with a 20-pound barbell. Bodybuilders are serious, and if we're there training, you can't impede our progress by your selfishness and inability to understand some very basic tenets of decorum. Okay, so don't get in anybody's way. Don't ask anybody if you can work in when they're in the middle of a set. Don't stand next to somebody while they're doing their set so that you can ask them to work in. And for God's sakes, put your freaking weights away. Do you have any idea what it's like to go to a gym that's like 50,000 square feet with a dumbbell rack that's like 100 feet long, that has dumbbells going from 5s to 150s in 5-pound increments, many of them doubles, some of them triples, and not have one of them back in the place where it belongs? It's infuriating. This morning alone at LA Fitness, the bottom rack of dumbbells, the entire bottom rack, from 5 to 40 pounds. And I think some of them are triples. The 30s are triples. The 25s are triples. I think the 35s are triples. Every single one of those dumbbells was not only not put away, they were gone. They were not there. They were nowhere to be found. Then, as you walk around the gym, you got a pair of them under the stairs. You got a pair of them over by the ab hang. You got several pairs of them over in the hallway by the racquetball courts. You got a couple of pairs of them in the basketball court. There were 2 of them over by the front door. There was a 70 underneath the chin-up bar. Some moron was using it as a step to stand up on it so he could get up on the chin bar. My question is, how did he move the 70 over there? You just don't do that. If you use something in the gym, put it back. It's not your gym. There are other members there. They may want to use it too. If I want to go grab a pair of 40s, I want to go over to where the 40s are and pick them up and take them there. Boom, done. And I'm going to put them back. So that, guess what? When you're there and you want the 40s, they're going to be where they belong. It's common sense, people. Don't do that crap. It's really stupid, and it's really disrespectful, and it is absolutely in poor taste to be that selfish that you would think that someone else is going to want to undo your mess at the gym. A lot of us train at times, in the morning before work or, after work. We want to get home to our families. We have limited time, and I personally, and I know a lot of you out there too, do not want to waste your time roaming around the gym looking for a matched set of dumbbells that's not where it's supposed to be. So take that to heart and don't do it. Another thing that bugs the crap out of me is leaving your shit all over the place. What is it that I got to go to the gym and weed through piles of crap, empty water bottles, crumpled up paper towels, gum that's been chewed and spit out? Where did you people grow up? In the jungle? I mean, come on. Throw your shit away. It's pretty simple. You're going to have to grab a paper towel, wipe off a bench, and crumble it up and leave it on the floor. So what, I got to pick it up, or I got to trip over it, or I got to kick it around and get it caught in my shoe? What is with you? Throw it away. You empty your water bottle out. You're done with your pre-workout Gatorade, because some of you actually drink that crap, or whatever else. Throw the bottle away. Nobody wants to trip over your crap. Okay, and if all you people carry your gym bags all over the place and leave them so everybody can trip on them, stop doing that too. You don't need your gym bag. Put it in the corner, put it in the locker, take out what you need, go work out and put it back. You're not powerlifting where you need tons of equipment that you got to have your gym bag with you. Okay, if the most you have is a pair of wrist straps, a belt, and a set of wraps, you don't need your gym bag. Okay, put it in the locker and be done with it. And I'm sure that as I continue my my travels at LA Fitness, where I'm forced to train now because there's no hardcore bodybuilding gym in South Florida, I'm going to have many more of these instances. There's tons of them that I can think of right now, but I don't want to bore you anymore.